Hello there, Qiuri here for GameOver. I'm going to show you a review about Dawn of War 40k Soulstorm. It's the expansion of the normal Dawn of War 40k. It's a really awesome series. It's one of my favorite RTSs. You have lots of races, although they may not be very balanced. They are still very awesome and unique. You can also customize your own armies with the army painter. Here you have the screen of the army painter. You can choose one of the 9 races. I like Chaos myself very much because they're sort of undead demon guys. Here you can choose what armor color they have and what brightness. You can just pick about anything you want. You can make them all pink or blue or white or whatever you would like. You can also choose the color of their weapons and, well, kind of the colors of everything. You can just customize them the way you like. You can also play online with your customized army. I haven't played online very much because, well, it's quite old and there aren't many players online anymore. Well, I'm gonna show you a skirmish today between me on the Chaos side against some orcs. Alright, here you see the battlefield and your first builder. The first thing you want to do is to build a few more builders because you're really gonna need them. And just build some power generators to get some power to build new bases. Also, you want to get an armory and some other standard buildings. After that, it's really important to just get a basic squad of melee infantry. For Chaos, this is a cultist squad. Here you can add more squad members for your squad to make them stronger. Also later in the game you can add improvements for your squads to make them stronger. Then you would want to take over some strategic points to get requisition. Here with that you can just buy new units and build buildings and just do anything. So it's really important to get some of that. Here I'll build some barracks for Chaos to get some well, shooting infantry. Each faction is really unique and has its own playing style, although I think they're not really balanced. For example, Chaos is really overpowered because they have their basic units are really strong, and well, all their units are actually really strong, while other factions have to really build up their base before they can get actually strong units. Well, here, well, a listening post. Well, I don't have enough requisition yet. That's why it's important to capture a lot of strategic points so you can build new buildings, because otherwise you're gonna get stuck and the enemy is just gonna crush you. You should also build listening posts on your strategic points. These well, fortify them, and you can also add guns on them to defend them. Here I'll build a basic squad of space marines. And don't have enough requisition yet. Well, it's a really fun game. I also like the graphics. They may not be very up to date, but they're still very awesome, and just the atmosphere, just the bloody, gritty atmosphere that I really love, and it's pretty unique in a game. Also the setting, which is in the far future, in the 41st century, which is just very far away. Well, as you can see, you can build lots of buildings which all have their unique things they can do. For example, here this is the barracks, this is the fortress, and this is the Chaos Army. Here you can upgrade, buy upgrades for your soldiers. You also have critical locations, which, well, in some game types you have to conquer them so you can, well, win the game. But this is just annihilation, so you just have to eradicate all of your enemy to win. You also have relics. There's these squares which you can capture. Relics, actually, if you conquer one, you can use them to buy a really special force for your faction. Each faction has some bosses which you can buy when you conquer those relics. Can finally build some Space Marines now, some Chaos Space Marines. They're heavy infantry. As I said, Chaos has really strong basic infantry, which makes them a little bit overpowered, but I just really like the way they look, so I just play them. Here I'll build some defenses to defend my base. Well, just I think it's a really awesome game which you should really play. Ah, here there's some enemies, some orcs. I'll send my Chaos Space Marine to kill them, which shouldn't be a problem for my Chaos Space Marines as they are very powerful. Uh, if they can still find them, that is. Oh yeah, you can also use defenses like these craters. If your infantry is in them, you see these little shields above their heads. That means they're protected and they take less damage, which you can really use to make difficult tactics and to own your enemy. Ah, here they are, they're orcs. You can choose between range attacks and melee attacks. I think melee attacks really look awesome in this game. But as you can see, the enemy is running away, so I can't really show you. Oh, it's an enemy building. I'll just gotta wait before I get killed. Well, it's just a really cool game. Later on, you get really difficult battles as the enemy gets stronger, and well, the harder it gets, the more fun it is, I think. But you can get really hard battles with this game, especially if you pick one of the less strong factions. Not that the factions are really weaker, but they just play very different and have less strong units, but have to use other tactics to win then. Well, this concludes my review about Dawn of War 40k Soulstorm. I hope you like it, and make sure to tune in next time.